I flubbed the finger point.
You missed it.
On today's broadcast, ransomware strikes again, updates on LPL Financial's automated investment service, and Morningstar releases sustainability ratings for mutual funds. So get ready, FPPad Bits and Bytes begins now. Hey everyone, I'm Bill Winneberg, and thank you for joining me for this week's Advisor Technology News broadcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Implement Now, the Independent Advisors Practice Management Virtual Summit, hosted by Kristen Herod, broadcasting online March 14th through the 18th. When you register, you'll get access to the interviews and bonus materials from 25 industry thought leaders who share how-to advice you can use right away to improve your practice. And when you register by March 13th, your participation will count towards scholarships for the Child Mind Institute's Brave Buddies program for anxious children. Find all the details for this high-impact online event by visiting fppad.com/implementnow. This week's top story covers cybersecurity as Dan Skiles, president of Shareholder Service Group, urges advisors to rethink their approach to keeping the firm safe from attacks. Skiles' column is timely for two reasons. First, new ransomware called Locky is making the rounds, as True North Networks shared that they are helping one company restore critical data after getting infected by Locky ransomware. And second, I don't know if you've heard, but this week the Pentagon, probably one of the most well-defended organizations on planet Earth, announced their own Hack the Pentagon program to pay hackers a bounty for finding vulnerabilities. So if the Pentagon needs cybersecurity help, I think it's safe to say you probably need it too. So where do you begin? I asked one expert to find out.
Advisors should begin with conducting a risk assessment, doing an inventory of what their technology uses are. Take a look at vulnerabilities by hiring an IT security specialist. Look at internal controls, develop those policies and procedures, and finally, really concentrate on user awareness training, which often is the beginning of where problems start.
If you want cybersecurity help from an outside partner, I connected with Itegria and External IT to find out what's new.
Bill, we're really excited to announce Advisor Guard, which is a cybersecurity-specific solution designed exclusively for RIAs. As an expert in the RIA space, Itegria understands how important cybersecurity is for advisors and how top of mind it is. We're really excited about it, and we're looking forward to making a huge impact in the RIA space.
We've released new features. A lot of them have to do around auditing, monitoring of what people are doing within our system with all their applications. We can monitor devices. We can also new secure single sign-on that we've come out with that has a lot of exciting features. One of them being for all your web-based applications like a Tamarack or an Orion, Salesforce, you can set the logins and passwords for everybody in your firm and they wouldn't know what they are.
I think it's safe to say that it's time to stop kicking the cybersecurity can down the road and engage a provider that can help you protect your firm from attacks. For more information, be sure to head over to fppad.com/181 for the links to this week's top stories. Next is an update from LPL Financial, as this week, Bill Morrissey, the company's head of business development, told Think Advisor that their automated investment service for use by advisors is expected to roll out later this year. Okay, so let's rewind to episode 169 for a brief refresher. No details on pricing or even a name for the solution were provided, but LPL President Dan Arnold did say that a pilot program with about 20 advisors will begin in the next few months. Morrissey didn't comment on the pilot phase, and there are still no details on a fee schedule, minimum requirements, or even a name for the solution. But Morrissey did say that all investors would qualify for the service, so I expect there to be a really low or no account minimum when the solution is officially released. And wrapping up this week's broadcast is news from Morningstar, as the investment research company researched sustainability ratings for over 20,000 mutual funds. If you use Morningstar Direct or Morningstar Office in your business, you can now view the sustainability ratings from within your application. And the company anticipates the ratings will be introduced to Morningstar Advisor Workstation as well as the Morningstar.com websites in the coming weeks. More and more emerging investors not only want to save for their future, but they also want their investments allocated to companies with high environmental, social, and governance factors, or ESG. So I spy a differentiation opportunity because the consumer-facing automated investment services do not give customers the option of allocating money based on ESG factors. You, on the other hand, can now offer that option. To learn more about the new ESG ratings from Morningstar, as well as news on Orchestrate and Sagacious that didn't make this week's broadcast, head over to fppad.com/181 for all the links to this week's top stories. Remember, Bits and Bytes exist because of the support of our sponsors. So be sure to check out Implement Now to learn about practice management secrets from 25 industry thought leaders. Visit fppad.com/implementnow, and if you register by March 13th, you'll support scholarships to the Child Mind Institute's Brave Buddies program for anxious children. Now, before you go, I want you to answer my poll. Have you received a suspicious email that you think contained malware? Pick yes or no. It's embedded right over here in today's broadcast. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Bill Winterberg. See you next time. Clip 1. Clip 2. Let's scroll a little bit. Today's episode is brought to you by... I haven't had any trail mix this morning. That's a problem. Ah! Say hi, Steve.